Hey yo! Another crazy video from the Angry Photographer here. First off, I have to give a shout out to Christopher Allen and Photo Art NYC, New York City. Photo Art NYC and Christopher Allen. Thank you! You're fucking awesome! Thanks so much. I'd kiss your ass if you were here. They sent me a couple dollars via PayPal. Awesome! Thank you. I'm going to tell you a little photography secret that I taught myself ages ago back in photography school. I kept looking at all these reflectors and kept telling myself, I mean, what the fuck is going on? I mean, I could do better than this shit. A lot of the reflectors out there you find for flashes, they're metallic paint, but they're not real metal. They don't give you true hues like sunset or sunrise hues, and generally speaking, they're shit. They're cheap shit. They're plastic. They're made in China. They fall apart. I'm going to show you something you can make for basically like $2 a piece, and you can make them in 10 minutes. I can make them in 5 minutes now. Here we have one attached to our SB 900 Speedlight. Obviously, it'll attach to any Speedlight. Remember, angle of incidence equals angle of reflection. This is basically the angle that you want. So, how do you build this? I've got two of them here. You cannot get these true metal colors in any reflectors that are out there. So why should you build this shit? Because the hues are better, and these are more durable, and they only cost you a couple bucks. And they're also better. I'll get into that in a second here. Here's a copper one. Okay, go down to your Hobby Lobby or hardware store where all those hippie douchebags hang out to buy all that arts and crafts fucking shit that nobody fucking wants, that collects dust on the shelf. You know, all those dumb feminist bitches that hang out at the art store. Grab a sheet of grab a sheet of copper for like $10. That thing is to sell it like 11 by 17. What the fuck ever. It's like $4 or $5. Cut out a piece of cardboard. Measure your Speedlight right here. As you'll see on the side, every pro has these on their Speedlight. You have a piece of Velcro that's permanently attached to either side of your Speedlight, okay? Go down to your hardware store, they're at the craftsman store, buy some of this strip Velcro, some of the industrial shit. This black tape is industrial duct tape. And what you cut this out of is a piece of cardboard, okay? Just measure it with a piece of paper so you get it right. And what you do is that you cut this piece of metal, not this size, but you cut it with a tab up here and a tab going about yay down underneath here. You can't see it, but the metal extends down here. And the reason for that is that I can bend this into the appropriate position, and I've bent the metal so the cardboard doesn't bend. What I've done is I've bent the metal. You can actually cut this copper, I can't remember the gauge, you can cut it with regular household scissors. You don't have to use any industrial tools or bullshit like that. So all you need is strip Velcro. This black tape is called industrial duct tape. Get a roll of it at your hardware store. And a sheet of copper and a sheet of brass. That's brass. What I've done here also is I've actually slightly made a parabolic shape out of the copper, and it actually comes with a semi-gloss sheen on the copper, typically on the sheets. What you do is take a piece of sandpaper and you rough it up with little swirls. You tape it onto your cardboard, you bend the top tab over and tape it, and then you tape your bottom tab. You can see the copper comes right down to here. Then you bend that to the appropriate angle. Obviously you can adjust it later. You cut two slits here, you bring your Velcro through one side, you bring it around the back. After you bring it through, you tape it here, and then it attaches to your Speedlight. Well, how easy is it to get on and off? Well, it's just that simple. I used to use this for wedding shoots back in the day. It's super easy to attach. Now, the question is, why are these so much better? They're infinitely more durable. These have lasted many, many years now. Many, many years. You think, well, it's cardboard, how long could it last? Well, the metal is attached to the cardboard, and you have industrial duct tape here, and these take no abuse. And the wonderful thing is that, unlike the other stuff that's out there, these are so fast and easy to attach. This is also an industrial Velcro, by the way. And you have your metal tabs done here, so it keeps the angle that you eventually set it at. So when you go to use one, you want to get a nice sunlit reflection off of someone's face, like at sunrise or sunset inside of a studio. You could use this as one of your slave units close to the face. Preferably, I use this on an SC29 core attached to the camera, attached to the speedlight, use it off camera. Obviously, just attached to the camera is perfectly fine. It gives you, especially on the copper, these do not exist. Now, you can get metallic colors all day fucking long for your speedlights, but they're not real. They're metallic-like paint. Some of them actually do have metallic particles in it, but you cannot duplicate this genuine copper reflectance, especially when it comes on someone's skin tone. You want to get that nice sunrise or that eerie sunglow tint on their face or in their eyes, off their skin tone. Obviously, you don't want to turn them into somebody who looks like they have liver problems. You adjust your white balance appropriately. You can raise or lower your exposure value on your flash. It looks beautiful. Do it, test it, you know, on your kid or whatever. It makes beautiful shots. You can't get this. You can't open up B&H's catalog and look at the endless reflectors and get genuine copper like this. Like I said, you see I've bent it into a slight, very slight parabolic shape. I've even given it a slight parabolic shape by slightly shaping the copper. It's very easy to bend. The sheets are rather thin, but it's tough enough to hold up now for years and years and years. It attaches in a couple seconds. It costs you $2, and you can't duplicate this effect by anything that you can buy. It's like, well, why would I want to make that cheap looking shit? It looks like something a redneck would make. Well, no. You can't duplicate this color. You know, you can obviously in Photoshop, but I mean, fuck it. You want to do it in your original shot anyway. You have to do everything in Photoshop. I kind of harken back to the days of photography when you tried to do everything in your shot as much as possible, so you didn't have to dick around in Photoshop or Lightroom. Anyway, you can't duplicate this. Now you might want to ask, what are the crinkles on this for? I've got a couple of these, and one of these I actually just used the blunt end of a pen, and I drew these various wavy crinkles. And what this does is it gives a model, like a reflectance off of an ocean. You shoot someone in the face with one of these and it looks like they're standing near a beach during sunrise or sunset. So it gives you that beautiful pattern. So it looks kind of funky here. But part of being a pro photographer versus a prick with an expensive camera with his thumb up his fucking ass is compositional skills and expertise, and most importantly, is of course being a master of how to manipulate light. You know, every pro photographer has got a shitload of Velcro and duct tape, and they're always using. You can use anything as a gel. I mean, you can use report covers as a gel. You know, so, and like I said, these you can't buy these. Make them yourself. You can't get real copper reflectors like this. Nothing produces the reflectance of this warm orangish red color other than copper. Copper only and copper. And you can't buy a reflector like this. You're gonna have to make it. And it costs you $2, and it'll take you 10 fucking minutes to get off your lazy fucking ass and do it. You know, it gives you wonderful results. Trying to save you money. So, here's a couple of them. I've got 4 of these. Ask me how many years these have lasted. You know, you got metal and industrial duct tape and industrial Velcro. This homemade shit that you can make in 5 minutes, your first time might take you 10 minutes. After you cut these, obviously you take a little knife, you cut a hole in your cardboard down here, then you tape the back of your Velcro here so it's not exposed on the back. You know, it takes 2 seconds to attach one of these to your speedlight. Boom. Okay, I'm at a wedding shoot. I want to get some simulated sunrise shots. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, let's move on. Boom, there we go. Throw it away. Or throw it in your bag. You know, how awesome is that? The other stuff takes you for, oh, hold on while I fiddle around and dick around with this for about 10 minutes. So anyway, trying to save you money. Neat little tip I've not seen anywhere on YouTube. And copper gives you just a beautiful glow on skin tone for no special effects. I guess I've actually said too much already, huh? Oh well. Anyway, thanks for watching. I got another crazy fucking video coming up soon. If you like this video, you could always send me $2 via PayPal. But if not, you could always send me an email telling me to go fuck myself. I mean, either one's good. You know, they say that the only bad news is no news, so catch you later.